Hello there, folks. I'm Dan Brown from a sort of interesting life.com, and you're joining me for a bike ride. But wait a minute, what's this? It's raining in the middle of the British summertime? Well, I never. So, as we duck down below the trees as we go down the towpath here, you can see that we're about to have a rather wet bike ride from good old Narrowboat Tilly to good old Oswestry town. And this, believe it or not, from the images that you're seeing and going to see for the next 30 seconds or so, is genuinely one of the least rural bike rides that I do between the boat and town for work and various commutes to friends and family and so on, as we're actually going to see roads that have two marked out lanes on them. Shock horror. And really, I wanted to use this as a video to really highlight that boat life and all this biking and everything that I do is not all about being out in the middle of beautiful countryside on wonderful sunny days with a blazing sun and a bright blue sky and all the rest of it. Although, to be fair, like I say, this still is looking extremely rural. Because this is only about a 20 to 25 minute bike ride though, it does mean that once I get onto these main roads, there isn't actually much time spent on them, and we're heading up to a little village called Whittington, and you'll see in a moment, just to the right of the road, that we'll be passing the famous Whittington Castle and so on. I say famous, I'm not sure that many people outside of the local area know it, but again, it's that sort of thing that even one of these bike rides to the boat that isn't a super rural place, there's Whittington Castle just to the right, it's not, well, the bike ride ends in a super rural place, but to get there we have to go through this sort of half of the video that we're about to watch now, where it's the proper main bypass roads leading along the outskirts of Oswestry and so on. And really, these are the routes that, if I'm only going for a fun day to my friend's house, or if I'm going back to the boat late night after work sometimes, or even in the early evening after work, then I can start to try and take out a lot of these main busy roads and make it into more of a ride and an adventure where I pretty much, well, I could literally ride out to here and miss all of these proper roads. Again, this is total chaos. I'm not sure why the roundabout was so busy, but thank you very much, lorry driver there. And also, after this white car goes past, thank you very much, other car driver. You're both heroes for letting me get across this roundabout so quickly, but just look at how the traffic's backed up. Like, there's a huge amount of roads in every direction with a lot of traffic on it for it to be this busy here. Not sure quite why so early in the afternoon it was that general state, but oh well, we're away from it now. And like I say, I can leave town from a completely opposite direction, or not necessarily completely opposite, let's be reasonable here, but these are the sorts of rides that in better weather, and if I haven't got anything to rush for, that I can start to make into like maybe only 35-minute bike rides, but I can get out into the countryside, I can miss all of the sort of outskirts of town, proper big bypass roads and that. And really, again, it's all just part of boat life and being able to move to different places, to aim the bike in different directions outside of town and so on. But at this point, as we head properly into town, I think I'll wrap things up and say thank you very much for watching. Check out my other videos for loads more biking, loads of boat life, loads of, well, just the outdoors in general. Check out my books for the Kindle. Search Amazon for The Narrowboat Lad. I'll find links to all my books and a lot more in the description below. Until the next time, keep it bike worthy, keep it boat worthy, and of course, farewell.